2 in a row, Mike.
Well, they were dead in the water about the 15 minutes. North Carolina, he's got 12 of their 18 points, and he has scored in a variety of ways. Knocking down the three, he's gotten to the rim a couple of times, gotten to the free throw line. He has been their only option since up to this point in the game. Almost a slip in.
Alley-oops.
Yeah, that's like, thank goodness that one went down.
Barnes. Yes.
And Henson is hurt.
Henson is on the floor. Oh, he's in pain.
Didn't see the play. I was looking at the Barnes jump shot. It's almost the exact same place where he hit the three against Texas to tie it up. They're hitting the throat, it looks like.
So with 1:22 remaining, 73-71. Here's another look.
Well, that's just, I mean, you have to honor the drive for Barnes, and that's what drives Jennings back defensively, and he gets a look.
And the officials are looking at it again.
Barnes, big shot here, drives Jennings off, knocks it down. That's the value of, oh boy.
Barnes from way outside.
Early in the shot clock, but that's the value of getting.
How about the shot by Barnes? The follow by Barnes, the bucket will count. He'll go to the line. We mentioned that Barnes has a career high now, 31 points. Back outside, Barnes for 3 more.
Can't lose him, Tim. You get. Here's the thing. You see him digging in that time on the driver, but he's just too good of a player to give a look like that.
Mike, what was spectacular about that is Marshall
in his role replacing Henson.
Big grab by Barnes, who goes reverse. He sailed past 2 Kentucky players. His first field goal since 10 out of 18 from 3. Barnes, though, with a beautiful move. Carolina trying to chip away.
About 2 inches taller than Liggins, who really was successful in driving.
Taken off toward Lamb, and Lamb, he can cut it to 2. Barnes jumped off the block right to the spot off of Zeller's rejection and then took it all the way.
Jim, that's big time. 6'8", 230 pounds coming at you with strength and agility. Hoop and harm. And Harrison, again, he went right to him.
The shot goes.
That's going to count. It should count. And being willing to do it. He's into the shooting motion when the bump occurred. Miller.
Trying to turn the tide back, and Barnes drives in. What a move.
What about the body control there? He thought he
could. Barnes, here he is. He has 18 on the night, 9 in the second half. As the freshman puts them back up by 12. Trying to knock out the 4th-ranked team in the country and take the ACC.
Knock him down and shoot over him.
For the lead, Barnes with the 3.
He usually makes this shot. It's his favorite one on the floor.
Oh, my, that's a hard one to call there. I mean, there were 4 hands on that pumpkin. I think the fact.
Got a hand in the face. Barnes on the follow. No denying that. Harrison Barnes.
Game in the first 2 tournament games and 27 rebounds between the 3 of them. And
Harrison Barnes, he kept them in it early. He may be the one that finishes things off.
It is a 7. Barnes beyond the arc. Splash.
And it's that guy, too, I think it's going to fuel the run. He had those game-winning shots. And the ACC is carrying his team right now. He's got 10 of the 13 points so far, 4 of 6 from the field. Tim, a couple of threes in this game, and that's been a problem early on for Miami. Only 1 of 8 from.
See, this is the reason why you keep Kendall Marshall out of the paint. Well, a spin move may be catching on. Then Harrison Barnes.
Take a look right here with the block shot. Harrison Barnes, and he said, I am going to Chapel Hill. Look at him. There's that athleticism. cups the ball, lays it up on the chest. They take it right away from him.
Man that has a ton of game, that understands how to play, and has got great potential. He hits one on the right side, then in rhythm. You know, we talked earlier, Dan, about you watch him shoot the ball in practice. It's smooth.
Barnes.
Where you been all night, kiddo? A three from the left wing, and a really good screen there by Dexter Strickland. So the closeout can't get to Barnes, and just one dribble, taking it in rhythm. That's Kendall Marshall finding him in the corner, passing ahead. And Marshall finding him again with Strickland, the terrific screen.
And North to add to the legacies of these two rich programs.
Drew. Oh! Barnes with the tip jam. That's what they brought him here for. 9-0 run for Carolina.
Wow. Leaking out. Watch as he blocks it. Now he's going to leak out. See him teach this. Catch the ball. High riser. Jam City.
Marshall's done so much. 10 seconds. It's a clear out for the freshman.
He's Mr. Clutch. He's been that way. There it is. There it is. He's been that way all year.
Unbelievable. 3 seconds. 2-point game. And a timeout taken by Carolina. Look at him step into that shot with confidence.
Absolutely. There was no doubt from that sideline that was designed by the Hall of Famer Roy Williams. He cleared. He said, we're putting the ball in Harrison's hands, and King Harrison is going to get them to go.
Harrison Barnes spins in and jams it. Wow. Boy, did he posterize Milton Jennings on that one. Big plays here for Carolina.
Wow, Harrison Barnes has made big plays for him all year long, and he just beats DeMontez Stitt with a nice spin dribble. Stitt gets off balance.
Harrison Barnes making good decisions, playing very confidently on the offensive end. And again, being Johnny on the spot in the right place at the right time for offensive rebounding. Harrison Barnes, as I mentioned in the past, is a guy who is showing more and more signs of the brilliance that everybody expected from him.
Harrison Barnes. Oh, Gumby liked it. Texas game.
And he's certainly breaking out. We talked about the brilliance. It's also matched with confidence right there, creating space on that step back. On the drive, steps back. Scott Wood has no chance, and it's Harrison Barnes playing. I'll tell you what, Harrison Barnes, for all that people have said about him and have been disappointed about him, he is certainly starting to step up clutch games. 8 of his 12 points in the final 3:30 to come back from a Virginia Tech deficit. And again, a clutch three-pointer with 6.6 seconds left to help the Tar Heels overcome a 14-point deficit, and they wind up beating Miami. He also helped out. I think he's going to wind up getting more and more touches as his teammates develop more and more confidence in him, and that obviously is contagious as he develops the confidence in himself.
68-50. Barnes and the foul. I don't know. Looking at the replay and hearing it, I can...
Harrison Barnes has been doing a nice job finding his openings. That's what you call a step-back jump shot, making big shots. Boy, he just never saw that screen by Zeller. Zeller steps in. Barnes gets the open look. So upset about it. Harrell comes off the screen, and Barnes just... And even if he makes them both, you still have the opportunity to tie the game with a three.
Harrison Barnes' first trip to the free throw line today.
Now, if you're the Cavaliers, you have to make sure you block out. You saw the free throw difference, particularly in the second half. That's because North Carolina has done a great job.
Or backs up for a three-pointer that's good. Nice step back.
Well, if you're going to show your skills at home, take a look at the nuance right there, showing the ball, and not just a little, flick of the ball. He put the ball over from Leslie McDonald, obviously the freshman Harrison.
Party, Carolina blue. Barnes says, look what I found, and one.
I'm not sure that pass was intended for him, Len.
Harrison Barnes, reason to smile. We talked about this young man's potential. You've got to put it all together, but right here just gives you a glimpse as he turns his body, shields it. Take a look right here. He's really sold that pump fake. You see how he raised the ball above his shoulder. Ultimately, times guys kind of give you a little jerk with the ball and try to move, and the defender's not.
Goodness. Both of these teams have played beyond before. How about that?
I like that one, Burns.
Whoa.
That's a strong move by that young fella, Harrison Barnes. Puts it on the floor and goes in expecting contact and yet still concentrates and puts it in the basket.
Marshall has it. Barnes for three. Yes! Yes! And we're tied. Longhorns have used their final timeout. They do have the possession arrow. Take a look at the tying basket, Harrison Barnes.
Well, too tentative here defensively, and then Balbe's matched up on Barnes, and that's a no match.
The size and length at the top of that zone. Barnes, what a tough shot that was. He was bumped and fading away on an 18-footer.
Well, the thing about Harrison Barnes is that he's had his issues. The last 3 games, he's turned it over 14 times. But innumerable times has he taken big shots for Carolina. And that, my friends, is a glimpse of what everybody probably over-anticipated in Harrison Barnes. Denied his inbounds pass. And for Carolina, with 7 seconds left on the shot clock, they've got to find some way to penetrate, pass, or dribble, and then look for shooters. Look at that, in the air. Lucky.
They really were. Marshall got caught up in the air and somehow found Harrison Barnes for a three. And you're right, they were very, very fortunate.
Darius Adams may be able to defend that, falls down. And Marshall in the give Carolina a lead over Clemson. They're gonna look at it again.
Boy, that is so close. The more you look at it, the closer it gets, it seems.
You know, Barnes also scored 8 of Carolina's final 14 when they came from behind to beat Georgia Tech. So again, looking to see, first of all, when 0 comes up, if the ball's out of his hands. Ball's out of his hands with 1 second left on the shot clock. But we talk about Harrison Barnes, and you know, sometimes people put too much on his shoulders, but he's demonstrating throughout this year in big game situations, big shot situations, that his shoulders are broad enough that